Illusion here. Today I'm going to be reading a book about cats called Legendary that I wrote about a year or so ago. It's not very good, and I do apologize most humbly for my horrible voice acting skills. Anyway, I'm just going to be reading the prologue today because it's kind of long and I'm very tired. But I'll try my best not to fall asleep reading and to do my very best job doing voices, even though I'm utterly horrible. Stared into Prophecy's black, swirling eyes. She wished she could somehow reclaim her sister from the thing possessing her, but she knew it couldn't be done. Even if she could, would Prophecy ever forgive her? No, of course not. Why would she? She'd been a terrible sister. Vortex watched in horror as Myth hurled herself over the edge, attacking her mother in midair. How would Prophecy feel, watching her daughter try and kill her? She knew that if Myth didn't sacrifice herself, Prophecy would still manage to escape, but she didn't want to see her friends die. She closed her eyes. She was supposed to take care of them. It was her fault. Reaching a decision, she hurled herself over the cliff's edge. Dropping like a stone, she frantically managed to claw her way over to the two fighting cats. Latching onto Prophecy, she sank her teeth into her sister's scruff. She pressed her ears down as her sister screeched in agony. Pressing harder, she forced herself to inject her deadly poison. She felt Prophecy squirming underneath her as Myth ruthlessly slashed her claws across her sister's pelt. It was time to end this, once and for all. Vortex bit down hard on Prophecy's neck. She went limp underneath her. Vortex uttered a soundless cry. She had done it. Prophecy was dead. But what did it even mean? How did it fix anything? Sure, her sister wouldn't be rampaging around, killing mercilessly. But how could anyone ever think of life without Prophecy? She was the strongest of all the sisters, doing things that even Vortex couldn't accomplish. How could she even live? Vortex saw the ground slowly coming closer. She had to get out of there. She could die herself, but she couldn't let poor Myth die as well. She grabbed Myth's scruff in her teeth and teleported into a shadow at the top of the cliff. She collapsed into a heap of cold stone. Taking one shuddering breath after another, she got to her paws. She solemnly looked around at her sisters. There was wave, forest, sky, blaze, and the dying Amber, but no Myth. Where was she? Surely she had teleported with her. But what if she hadn't? What if she was lying at the bottom of the ravine, dead, alongside her mother? No, not Myth, she wailed, clawing at the ground. Wave padded over to her and leaned her head against Vortex's shoulder comfortingly. Vortex struggled out of Wave's grip. She clawed her way over to the edge, looking down below. She could see a large white shape lying at the bottom. Myth and her mother. No! We did all that we could. It's not your fault, Wave mewed softly, padding up to stand beside her. Then why did she die? I could have stopped her. I could have. A sob cut her off. The others stepped up to the edge of the cliff. Wave and Vortex joined them. She will be honored forever, Vortex said despairingly, bending her head. Then she unsheathed her claws. She held her front leg up over the cliff. Then she sliced her claws across her leg. The blood fell into the ravine below. The others followed the ritual, dripping a little of their own blood into the ravine. A single tear slid down Vortex's muzzle. It fell onto the rock below her. Goodbye, Myth, she mewed. That's all today, guys. Sorry it was so, sad and somber, and very confusing, too. I'll try to post more next week. Bye! And also, sorry if my voice acting was absolutely terrible. I'm even worse with sad stuff. Alright, bye!